Look at the color on that ham. That's what you get with this nice mustard rub, a smoker, and a propane torch. That's how you get that glaze looking just right.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have been invited over to my dad's house. Rip Fletching is his YouTube channel. So he's going to teach me his secret recipe to fix ham or cook ham in a smoker. So let's try to find him. Hey Dad, where you at? I see a turkey.
You're messing up. I'm practicing for my urban snow monster hunts. I put up here, I act like I'm a turkey, well, these urban turkeys, and when the abominable snowman comes after me, I'll shoot his hide. Then I'll show you how to cook an abominable snowman. Hey guys, it's Rip Fletching, all things outdoors. Whoa, I don't fall. I got on these city slicker shoes from going to church.
Let me see these in the snow.
So as you guys know, my YouTube channel, it's all about outdoors, hunting, killing, gutting, skinning, cooking. So how to shoot a bow, how to fish. Well, today, my daughter, she's an expert at a lot of things. She's an awesome cleaner, musician, singer, artist. But she wanted to know how I did this ham. So it's pretty simple, but it's got a unique taste. So anyway, I'll catch you inside and I'll show you how to cook it.
Okay.
Hey guys, Rip Fletching here. So part of the secret to a good ham is smoke flavor. And so it's not a traditional smoke pit, but it's the best I got since I'm a city boy now, growing up out there in the country in Arkansas, moving to South Dakota, living in the city. We just take what we can get. So we got a Traeger. I can get that smoke in that meat. It'll still be all right. We're gonna fire this baby up. It's so simple, it's electric. You put your hickory pellets in here, which I still believe hickory's the best. I've tried all of them. I love hickory. We'll put her to smoke. We'll leave her there for a couple of minutes and it'll get fired up. We'll take the temperature on up and start cooking. So, still carrying this turkey around. I gotta go put it up. All right, let's go inside and let's prepare the sauce for this ham.
All right, Andrew, introduce yourself. Say hi, I'm Andrew. Hi.
Oh, all right. And I'm Rip Fletching. So, first things first, we got the critter, it's dead and it's in the sink. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make up the seasoning mixture that we're gonna put on this ham. So, these ingredients, they may vary a little bit to taste, but we're just gonna start the way I do it. So, we're gonna start with the brown sugar, which is that's the main part of this. We're gonna put a cup of brown sugar, and I like the dark brown sugar, not the light brown sugar. And if you have a little over that, that's fine, because this is not scientific. And sometimes, actually, if I don't have the consistency I want, we'll actually modify this as we go. So, okay, next thing we're going to do, I'm going to get all my dry ingredients together. And this is a dark brew coffee, not a French roast. And we've got a teaspoon here. And I'm going to do about 3/4 of a teaspoon, not quite a teaspoon, of coffee grounds, a dark roast.
I cannot believe you have coffee. That goes on your ham.
Yeah, it gives it a rich taste. You can also use a really dark cocoa powder, but
I wonder if it almost gives like a smoky.
well, we're going to smoke it later, yeah. So yeah, it's great on there. All right, so next one, I think this is my cloves. All right, clove, we're going to do 1 full teaspoon of clove. There you go. It gives it a little, a really cool taste. Cloves and cinnamon do really good when they're smoked. So this is cinnamon. Also, we'll do about 1 teaspoon of that. Okay. She's back there talking. All right. Then a little allspice. Now this we're going to do about 1/2 teaspoon.
While you're not talking, I'm going to get this wrapper off.
Sweet. All right, so one more dry ingredient here is my garlic powder. And there again, I'm keeping these simple. 1 teaspoon. You know, certain things you'll have a flavor for yourself that you like more or less, and that's fine to alter this. So we're gonna do a heaping teaspoon of this garlic powder. So this blends all the ingredients really well, so you make sure, and then you can, it doesn't matter if you got clumps in there, it's gonna cook and melt, but this way at least you know you've got the ingredients really equally spread out. Okay, so now we're gonna start adding some of the liquid ingredients, and I have organic 100% pure maple syrup. And this one is to taste. I like maple syrup, so I'll show you just on teaspoon what that's like. Okay, so 3 teaspoons, and that is for the flavor, okay? That flavor will just kind of poke out. You know, you'll really notice it as you start to eat. And again, we're gonna blend this in. Oh boy.
He is very excited. Are you excited about cooking the ham?
Yeah.
All right. I think you're more excited about eating the ham though, aren't you? All right, so there again, boy, you can smell the cloves.
I know, I'm about to sneeze.
That's a very powerful smell. And it's just awesome for some reason with ham and when you put it on the smoker. It's such a great combination. All right, now this is the part that's going to be surprising. You already heard me mention it, the mustard. All right.
This is what shocked me.
Yeah, so we're going to do about a cup of mustard. That's a lot.
Or however much is in the container at this time.
Yeah. So this is going to be, we'll start with about 3/4 of a cup. We'll blend it in. Get all that out of there, and I'll get the rest of that out of here in a second. Then again, we're going to blend this up. Oh yeah? Sweet deal, Lucille. So this mustard, I first started using this, a friend of mine, Dale Spears, if you're listening, he put this on his crappie fillets.
And on catfish.
Yeah, before we bread them and fry them, and it's phenomenal. So I started using it on some other items, venison, wild turkey, and then the ham was phenomenal. So, as you can see, this mixture, see how it has the right consistency. So it's thick enough to stay on, but thin enough to spread.
Put it up.
All right, you're gonna be helping me put that on that ham here in a minute, aren't you? All right. And guys, I don't have the correct pan because we loaned it to someone and I don't know where it's at.
That's me.
Now, there are other things you can do to this. You can also do a little bit of like cayenne pepper, which it doesn't have a lot of flavor, but it adds a little spice to it, or a little sriracha or something like that, and it really will bring this flavor out. You want to try it, Ariel? Here, try this. What does it taste like?
Whoa. It's good.
Let me taste it.
Let Andrew try some.
Oh man, that is good.
Let him try a little bit.
Take a bite. You know what? Oh, that's good, isn't it?
That is really good.
Mmm.
I couldn't even picture what the flavor was really gonna be like without cooked and on the ham, but it's good.
Man, so now what we're gonna do?
Tell me.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna take this this ham out. Now this is a pre-cooked ham, guys. I'm not gonna go over cook times and all that because it's so variant upon the type of ham you get. If it's been pre-cooked, if it hasn't been pre-cooked. The weight of it, a lot of things. Now, this ham, I know it sounds crazy. I'm actually gonna get some paper towels and I'm gonna pat dry this ham before we add our seasoning, because these hams, be careful boy, they are very wet and they have a lot of oils. And so a lot of times your dry rubs won't stick good to them. So we'll get some paper towels and dry that up real quick. Okay, Andrew, look at Papa. He's drying this old ham off, isn't he? Have you ever seen anyone dry a ham off with a paper towel?
I want to do it.
You want to do it?
Yes.
Okay, come here. Dry this ham off of this. Pat it down. Huh. Well, you kind of scared of it, boy.
Is that gross?
Anyway, this will get whatever juices they had in the factory, you know, which they're good and everything, but they're not the quality of flavoring that we're gonna be putting on this ham. So we're getting it off there. All right, so now, you see this has been sliced. This makes it so nice for flavoring. So we're just gonna start by peeling it back a little bit at a time.
Whoa.
You don't have to get it in every single piece.
What's Papa doing?
I'm doing this in the back.
Because we're going to rub this all over on the outside too, and it will melt. This just gets that seasoning really deep. All right. Now, we'll put that back down and we're going to rub it in with our hand. So make sure you wash your hands good ahead of time. People, your loved ones don't want to eat you where you pet the dog and everything else. So
You don't want dog hair on the ham
exactly.
for like Thanksgiving or whenever you have this.
Just show some respect to the other people involved in the eating side of this. Get this.
Papa is doing this.
Oops.
Papa, look.
Yeah.
I can do it.
All right. We are
Watch out.
about ready for the cooking part of it. All right. We'll get this baby going.
I'll show it in there.
You know you're from South Dakota when it's like 30 degrees and everyone thinks you're in the Hawaiian tropics with kind of our t-shirts.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
We're like, why is it so warm out? It says it's 30, but we're all burning up in hoodies.
I
And
know, it's crazy. So the other day we were ice fishing and you know the snow is like this deep. And it's actually, you can go to Rip Fletching YouTube. I've got that video, and I'm just like buried up in the snow in a t-shirt. It's crazy. Your body adapts to this weather stuff so much. All right, so we've had this on smoke just to get this up to temperature and so forth. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and run this baby up to 275, and I'm going to do that for an hour. And what that's going to do is it's gonna pump a bunch of heat, pump a bunch of smoke into this unit, get it in here. You can see it smoking now. And it'll get the penetration of the smoke on this ham, which is what we're really wanting. And then I'm gonna come out, wrap it in aluminum foil, and finish it off.
all right, sounds good.
All right. Hey guys, so we got something special for you. So, you know Southerners, we put sugar on everything. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you a cool little deal you can do with your corn. And we're gonna put a little bit of this glaze on there. Just rub it on there. Rub it down into that corn. Sweet baby. Got the seasoning on all of those pieces of corn. And my hands cleaned up again. And then the seasoning that's gonna be left over from your ham, if you guys have a deep pan, which I should have, and for some reason it's not here,
At my house.
you can use that. So now we're just gonna bring this up around this corn. And then the treacherous walk to the smoker.
In South Dakota.
I've smoked at 20 below zero, so we're good. All right, let's get this put up here. This ham is looking phenomenal. Woo, look at that.
It smells really good.
Okay, Ariel's getting some of these potatoes wrapped up. We're gonna throw them in the oven. We're not putting any seasonings on them right now. We're just gonna do baked potatoes. It's gonna be simple. Season them at the table the way you want them. Then we're gonna do some green beans. So I'll show you how I cut my bacon up in the mornings. I get it frozen, maybe let it thaw a little bit, and I just big knife, cut right through it. Then I pop it out of the package. I'll leave the package plastic on there, because then I just wrap that back over like this. Pop it back in the refrigerator. All right, so this is how I cut it up. So since it is somewhat frozen, now if you're doing this, make sure you've got a good work surface and don't have your finger out here. Make sure you've got a good area to keep yourself safe. And then press down through it. This is a little more frozen than I normally like it. I mean, this is straight out of the freezer. So this can get that bacon in really, really small pieces. And then what we'll do, I'll fry this bacon up real quick first. All right, frying up a little bit of bacon. A lot of times I cut it up even smaller than this because it cooks up so fast. Now I'll show you a little trick I do, which is just kind of funny. I'll take this skillet, just a tad bit of water, throw it on here, put my lid on. Now this will create a lot of steam and a lot of heat contained in here. And it'll, since that bacon's frozen together, it'll separate it out. It'll cook this bacon a lot quicker and a lot more thorough. Because it's all about time for me. Because a lot of times I'm cooking before I go to work, or I'm taking the guys ice fishing or hunting. They're all piled in here and I'm like, how can we throw down a bunch of food really fast for everybody? And so I've come up with this way of cooking stuff really fast. Throw the lid on it, let it get hot, then we'll work with it. All right, let's take a look. Now, if you remembered, I cut that bacon up, it was all frozen. I put some water on there, we threw it on, popped the lid on here. Let's take a look. It's been just a couple of minutes. Perfectamundo. See how it's broken all that bacon apart? Nothing's burned. I'll show you what you do here. You pop that top off. Now all of a sudden, you get in here, you break all these little pieces up. The water will evaporate out of here super fast at this point because it's all hot. So we can fry this bacon up and then we will have a little bacon grease in there prepping for our green beans. Oh yeah! It's gonna be awesome. Guys, I've got something really cool for you. So if you want to put out pepper and it's like, it won't hardly come out. So watch this. This is awesome. You can empty that pepper shaker in a flash of an eye.
That was really weird.
Woohoo! Yummy! That cook down for just a little bit. I'll add a little bit of garlic. That was about a half a teaspoon.
It looks done.
Yep, and it's done. That looks awesome. Oh, baby. That's looking so good. Yeah. Oh, it turned out terrible. Y'all should probably go home.
Yeah. And then here we have the corn.
Well. Oh, you know what? Let me show you how to glaze this. Let's put some more glaze on it. Ooh, I'll be right back.
Alright, so it's time for a glaze. So we have the leftover mixture.
Hey, hold on. Get out of the way. Let me show you how.
What's the matter?
Let me show you how a man cooks a ham. Get out of the way. You gotta have a blowtorch. If you don't have a blowtorch, take a propane torch. Let's fire this baby up. All right, let's put a glaze. If you want a glaze, let's get one going here. Let's get this baby hot. Let's sear it. Come on. Yeah. We ain't no French. We redneck. We want it to be a nice, crisp glaze on there. Oh, you got another bottle of, all right, propane? This is sweet stuff right here. Turn the fire off. Oh, this is gonna be so good. All right. Woohoo! Did you see that? That was awesome. A little backfire. Look at the color on that ham. That's what you get with this nice mustard rub. A smoker and a propane torch. That's how you get that glaze looking just right. All right, let's see what these green beans turned out like. Oh, baby. That looks yummy. We got the baked potatoes here, the corn, and the delicious ham. And I say let's dig in. All right, let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we love you so much. We thank you for our family, Lord. You've given us the food that you've given us, Lord, to consume. Pray you'll bless it to us, Lord, that we live an honorable life to you. In Jesus' holy name we pray. Amen. Let's eat. Amen.